How's it going, everybody?
Dude, live from Vietnam, my main man, Wade. Wow, what is up, man? Is it like midnight out there right now?
It's 11:30.
Wow. Folks, that's called dedicated to your craft right there. I think he had a 14-hour flight. I don't think he missed any days as far as giving out picks. Winning picks, by the way. So
yeah, man, we're getting some picks, man. Gave a freebie to Twitter yesterday, and that hit too. So helping everybody out.
Hey, feed the people, man. That's what it's all about. Hopefully, you pick up a couple more subscribers while you're out there in Vietnam for the next 10 days or so, man. Staying on this hot streak,
Man, that was a rough flight. I'll tell you that.
Ooh, I bet. I can't imagine. Yeah, longest flight I've been on was like 4 hours, and that was too long, so I couldn't imagine 14.
Yeah, well, we did a 3-hour flight, and then a 14-hour flight, and then a 5-hour flight.
Good Lord! Wow, man!
And a 3-hour layover in Korea. So that's where I got some research done. I went to the bathroom, pulled up Outlier.
There you go. I love
research.
I love it. There you go. Oh, that's right.
No, man, it's good, man. It's hot here, very hot, but it's good now, man. Nighttime, 85 degrees, pretty cool. It's got a nice breeze. Man, it's great.
Sweet.
Can't complain.
Sweet. I love it.
How things been going with you guys?
Man, really well, man. We had the big weekend we needed. Went 3-1 on Friday, which was nice.
Saw that.
And the show did well, man. We swept the board 3-0. You won your college baseball bet. I won with the Brewers. You won with Peralta over on his outs.
And you gave out Sale. So if anybody wanted to take Sale to get a win, I mean,
that's right. I did sprinkle it a little bit, even though I said I wouldn't. I just couldn't resist. I'm glad it worked out. So, yeah, man, rolling right along. 31-21 on the year, not bad. 59.6% winners. We'll take it, man. If we can just do that consistently every month, I'll be more than thrilled, with the season. So,
yeah, I don't know since Wednesday night where we really sit, because I was giving out picks to a couple buddies in the Discord, and they were putting them together and giving them out, and then I also had a buddy help me give out some picks, so we were giving research back and forth, and he was the one typing them up. So
nice.
I mean, once we get off here, I'm going to sit back and do the
little accounting.
I'm going to do all that for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I guess, the 4 or 5 days. So
I know it's going to be in the green. It'll definitely be in the green from what I've seen. So
I had a feeling because, when I checked Discord this morning, I hadn't been on there for 3 days. Once I got on there, it looked like it was a lot of greens. So I'm sure we missed some, but no, the guys did real well, man. So I think hopefully the members are happy.
Dude, is there anything better than making money on vacation? I mean, really, that's pretty sweet right there. Yeah.
No, that's kind of nice, man. I get the evening to myself here, so now I can sit back and I guess what's noon there now, so we still got time to do some more research. I can still get some more picks out if I want before the games this afternoon. Yeah. So this is pretty nice, man.
Yeah, that's great. You got 6 hours really before the meat of games, start. We got one coming up here in a few minutes with the Yankees and A's, but that's the only day game on a Monday, so you'll be good to go.
Yeah, I was looking at Carlos Rodon for a minute, but man, it's just so hard to take props against the Athletics because you just don't know what you want to get.
Yeah, same here. I wanted to bet Rodon over just because the A's strike out a ton. They've impressed me with how well they've been playing, but they got a lot of guys that have like 30% and up K rates. But man,
no, they're like top 5 K team right now.
Rodon has good stuff, but for whatever reason, he doesn't strike out as many guys he used to. Now with the Giants back in the day, he was mowing them down. But ever since he came to New York, his median like this year and last year is around that 4.5 range. So I was like, man, if I can get him 5.5, I might play him over. And of course, they bring out the line at 6.5. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. So. Yeah, passed on that.
I think it's the K rate on Oakland. They had to give him a high number. I think
they bumped it up. They bumped it up 2 more than his median, which is a lot. Books usually don't bump it up more than a half or maybe 1, but that's pretty surprising. I was kind of tempted to take him to record the win. You can get plus 105 for him to get the win.
I saw that.
I mean, that looks kind of tempting, but then again, I don't know if I trust Rodon enough. Yet I just don't think he's all the way back. He can throw hard, but man, he walks some guys, and I don't know. Was he tempted by his walks at all? I know you're a big walks guy.
Yeah, I'm very tempted to take his walks, but I didn't just because I should. I've seen some people on it. I probably should take it. He's probably going to hit. The Athletics are actually walking against guys.
Wow.
And I actually think the A's might get him out before 6 innings. I don't know if he's going to
Yeah.
go
I
a
looked at
full
that.
six.
That's plus money also, I believe. It's what, 17 and a half outs. The under's like plus 110. I was really tempted by that. But there again, just
I'm very tempted, but yeah, I can't get there.
yeah.
You just
It's
don't
hard
know.
on
The
a
A's, the
one,
A's could come out and suck.
it's hard on a one, when it's only 1 day game on a Monday. It's like, I kind of have to ask myself, would I be playing this if it was part of the night slate? Am I playing this just to have some action, to give my readers some action? And sometimes that's the case, and I kind of got to back off a bit. Man, it's not going to kill people to wait 6 more hours for the rest of the games to start for a better play.
No, I agree with that, and we were just talking in the Discord last week about this too. I was kind of telling the guys, we've had a couple of early plays, like those games that start at like noon or like 11. I'm maybe like 11:30 or noon.
Yep.
I just don't like playing those games. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And it's
The
similar
lineups
with
get a
this.
little
I'm not sure
screwed.
if this is this a 1 o'clock start.
Yeah, 1 Eastern. Yeah. I'm on
Like those
Central.
are
So I'm
okay,
always
but
on
I mean,
Central.
I don't know. It's when it's the only game
Yeah.
during the day.
Yeah.
It's just I'm more tempted to just stay away
And
from
the
it.
Yanks coming off of, they're coming off a nice series against the Rays, their rival. It's like, they really going to be fired up to play Oakland? Yeah, I don't really see it.
Maybe
And
not the first game.
Sears has been weird too. Sears had a no-hitter deep into the game against Texas. What was it, last week or a couple weeks ago?
Yep.
And then sometimes he's a human gas can. So I know I can't trust Sears. I can't trust Rodon. So that's a big. When I used to say in Texas, I'm going to El Paso tonight. We're passing on this game.
How do you don't think you don't like the over? At like 8.5 or
Really.
something?
It's I guess it is tempting at Yankee Stadium, and the ball can fly. I don't know what the weather looks like in Detroit. If it's cold, I probably wouldn't like it, but I don't know. I haven't
That's
seen.
true. That's true.
Don't do much with totals. I'll dabble very
Yeah.
rarely in totals. It just seemed kind of random.
Nah, just thinking about Sears and
Yeah,
Rodon. They both can give up some
yeah,
runs, but the only athletic pitcher I even trust right now is Blackburn.
yep. I like Blackburn. I'm a big Blackburn fan.
Solid.
Yeah.
He might be trying to go for the Cy Young this year. I don't know, but
Yeah, you never know, dude. He looks like another level. They run him out there, and he looks like he could pitch for any team. And some of the other guys that he's run out there, I'm like, where'd they get this guy? So
no, I know, and kind of teeing off the Yankees having a great weekend. I mean, I was kind of reading over some of your notes and looking back at some of these games from this past weekend. What's going on with these Dodgers, man? I didn't even know what their record was until you wrote something down, and I was like shocked that there's.
As a lifelong Braves fan, I love it. The Dodgers, I mean, it's a major disappointment. I know we're only 24 games in the season, but they're only 13-11. You paid all that money to go just 2 games over 500. Give me a break, man. I mean, it's typical Dodgers, though. They're usually a disappointment. Their only title was that stupid little COVID year title, which I don't even think should count, by the way. I'm going on a rant about them. But they wasted all that money. I mean, I wouldn't say wasted. It's early. They're hitting the ball fine. Freeman, Ohtani, Betts. Mookie's been killing it all year. I like Mookie, but the bullpen's been really subpar. I mean, I checked the stats this morning because it was like, all right, what's the problem? It ain't the lineup. So I dug further into it. It's not really the start. Glasnow's been pretty good. A few of the other starts have been okay, but their bullpen has been just terrible. They're allowing 5.14 runs per 9 innings. They've got to get some help.
Wow.
So,
Did not know that. I mean, they strike out a lot. If there's one offensive bugaboo you could probably say about them is they strike out way too much. I don't know if they're leading the league in strikeouts, but they're top 5, I believe.
They're always up there. It seems like they got a lot of guys just swing for the fence instead of just putting the ball in play, which has
I mean, looking at the standings there, I'm pretty shocked that the Padres are also 12-12. I mean, they're supposed to be
not seeing much out of them really. Kind of
solid as well, and the Diamondbacks are still kind of. I mean, those I don't know how you feel about those 3 teams making the playoffs right now, but those 3 teams are supposed to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's early. It's hard to say this early, but I don't know. I mean,
you would think the Diamondbacks are going to overpass the Padres at some point.
They're going to figure it out, but man, they just Merrill Kelly's hurt. He's on IL. That hurts them. They're solid number 2 guy. I think they got another guy also I read this morning that's on IL, so their pitching's taking a step back. they're hitting the ball pretty well. But yeah, not really sure. I think they definitely overachieved last year, winning the NL and surprising a lot of people. Don't know if they
Sure.
repeat that this year. Gallon,
They've got
Gallen
solid
and
pitching if
Kelly
they're
are a great
healthy.
1-2 punch, and I like
I
Fott
like
actually.
Montgomery too.
I think Fott's pretty
I
good,
like Montgomery.
and it's I think the pitching's there. I'm not really sure on the bullpen. I think the bullpen's kind of iffy. The lineup I do like, but it's weird. They just hadn't put it together yet this year. It's weird.
Well, you were talking last show about how bullpens just haven't been as good.
Dude,
So
it's gotten just bullpens are. I think the bullpen regression over the last 5 or 10 years has just been pretty terrible. But that's just my opinion on what I see.
yeah, I mean, even just talking about the Dodgers. I mean, I was looking around at the standings. Figured it out. They still haven't figured it out. The Twins. I'm very shocked. The Twins are right now, so I think 7-13.
Yeah, that's surprising. Yeah, they're not hitting
Their
very
whole lineup. They
yeah.
have Correa's hitting over 300, but he's only played like 11 games, and everybody else is under like 270 on that team, and a lot of people are under like 250. I don't know if that's going to change, and their pitching hasn't been stellar either. So,
Oh well, that's
I
definitely
ended up taking I took a future on the Guardians,
like that
plus 450
when AL
last
Central.
week. Had to. I don't know
Yeah,
how
it's
they're going to lose at this point.
just for price alone, you had to take that, right? I mean, it's like your civic duty to take 4-1 with a solid organization like the League.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to really take futures unless they have a little bit more bang for your buck, just because you're sitting around, you're tying up money for like
Yeah,
6 months. But I
yeah,
feel like this is almost a guarantee at this point.
looks good.
People are going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt. But I mean, the Royals are looking strong.
Yep.
Tigers, I think they're still going to be probably
Yeah.
mediocre. They'll be right around that 80 game. Maybe they might get 85 wins, but I don't see them going over 90. So
Yeah.
I think it's the Guardians or nothing in that division right
Yeah,
now.
I could
So
definitely see it, especially because Tristan McKenzie looked a lot better in his last start. I was glad to see that. He had some injury
you never
struggles
know what
last
you're going to
year.
get with him. He's like a box of chocolates, man.
T-Mac, he's the Forrest Gump.
I mean, I love him, dude, because he's got some really good stuff, but
He
his
does.
control is just wild
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's still a little erratic. He's young. I think he'll figure it out, but he's not quite there yet. Yeah. Yeah, I know you put on here on your sheet. We talked
I was
about the
pretty
Twins.
impressed. I didn't
Talked
even
about
really know
the Astros.
what is going on with the Astros right now.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on Friday. It's bad, and it's kind of similar with the Dodgers, but it's worse as far as their bullpen's been awful. Their starters are banged up. They did get a lift with Verlander giving them a win on Friday, so maybe that gives them a little hope. But man, the bullpen's been bad. And answer me this, Wade. I mean, you know a lot about baseball. How is Hunter Brown a major league pitcher? How? I just, no offense to him as a fan. I'm sure he's a great guy, but how is he a major league pitcher? I don't see it. I don't see it.
I've had this conversation already like 5 times this year, and we're only like a month into baseball. We're not even a month into baseball, I don't think. I don't like to talk bad about guys, but this is a guy that should probably make a round in make at least one stop in AAA for a month and work on some stuff.
How do they not boot him to the bullpen? At least be like a long relief guy. You need one of those guys that when you're getting killed, that just will go out there and eat up innings. Maybe you can do that, but I just don't know how he's a starter. I don't see it. But what about Travis freaking d'Arnaud? I got to hit on Travis freaking d'Arnaud, my guy from the Braves. Holy smoke. 4 home runs in the 3-game set against the Rangers. One of them a grand salami on Friday. He hit 3 home runs on Friday. Jeez, is he Johnny Bench or something? This is crazy. I loved it, man. And he seems like a good guy.
When he's healthy, he can rake, man. But his whole history has been injuries prone, man. He's very injury prone.
Yeah.
If they can keep him as a regular batter and get, I don't know, 4 games a week, 3 games a week. I know a catcher can't go every game, but if you can let him DH and get him at least 4 games a week, hey, I think he can stay on track all year long. Hit well, hit for average,
awesome, dude.
hit doubles, hit home runs,
I like Travis.
RBIs. I've always liked him. He's a spark plug.
Yeah, and he's a no nonsense guy too. He never complaining. He's never griping. He just goes about his business. You love seeing guys like that do well.
And they need that too with their pitching staff, and to kind of just they're doing well, but obviously they have some questions right now. So as long as their offense can keep plugging away, it's kind of why I'm shocked the Astros. I mean, they have all the offensive talent. Why aren't they at least offensively at least have the team 500, if not one game over 500 with that offense? But you can't put people out like Hunter Brown and expect to win games.
That's it. Behind the 8 ball, you're down 5-6-0. Before you even blink. That's just. And the bullpen, bullpen's normally a strength of theirs, but it's not been good. It's been terrible so far. So I don't know.
I actually did not see what Verlander did on his first start. What did he do?
I think he right off the top of my head, I think he went 6 solid, struck out 4.
Did he go 18 outs in his first game?
I think so. Yeah, I'll have to look it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure he did. As I was shocked because I bet Washington plus the 1.5 and lost. But
okay, you did. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I like Ronel Blanco. I'm a really big fan of his. His walks obviously a little to question. He walks too many guys, but other than that, he's solid. So
he can sling it. I like him.
I like Christian Javier. I've always been a big fan of his. He's solid, especially in big games. He shows up.
He does.
Those 3 guys right there are pretty solid. If they can get Valdez back,
that's the key.
I think if they get everybody back, then they won't have Hunter in the starting lineup. There's no way.
That's what they need. Get him out. Here we go. Verlander's stat line: 6 innings pitch, 4 hits allowed, only 2 earned runs, struck out 4. Did give up a bomb, but I mean you can't argue with that, dude. I mean he
impressed the heck out of me, but he faced Washington.
Yeah, I mean he impressed the heck out of me. I think it said he had give up like 13 earned runs and 2 rehab starts. So it was kind of a reminder to me, don't put too much stock, Mikey Knobs, don't put too much stock in, note to self in rehab starts because they're probably working on a few things. Are they really taking it seriously? This guy's about to be a Hall of Famer soon. Does he really care about striking out AA, AAA guys? Probably not.
He's probably trying to get the feel for it, trying to get the release at the right spot. All sorts of stuff they're working on to try to get back. His stride to home plate, where he's landing on his front foot. There's so many things they're probably working on in those games. So, and plus you've got really hungry AAA guys that know they're facing Verlander. And if you're a AAA guy facing Verlander, that's your shot to face a prime pitcher. And they're gonna be focused and bring their A game as hitters. I would. So
no doubt. That's true.
It's probably not easy for those guys to go down to AAA and pitch well because everybody's gunning for them at that point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right on, man. You ready to get
into what else we got on here, man? Yeah, man. What caught your attention on today? It's it's not a full slate today. I know that, but there's still plenty of games, and there's a lot of good pitchers going today.
There is, man. I was, the Monday and Thursday slates are typically down, but this Monday's is pretty good. I was surprised. I found 4 sides that I really liked.
Okay.
Settled on one here for the show. Gonna go back to the well with the D-backs, man, even though they're struggling. I think it's my favorite bet. Best line right now, -104 at FanDuel. I'm just a Brandon Pfaadt guy, man. Maybe I'm going to die on that hill. His ERA has been scary. It's not that good. But when I'm looking at pitchers' metrics, I don't try to get too focused on ERA because when, that would be what you consider that. That's a lagging indicator. I like focus on stats, stuff that the pitcher can actually control, like his K rate, his walk rate, the ground ball rate. Pfaadt's pretty good in all those areas. I think he's, I think I have him as like a top 40 pitcher, which isn't too bad for a young guy. And I can't trust on the other side. I just can't trust Lance Lynn. I love Lance because he's a bulldog and he goes after guys and he has a good ERA. I'll give him that. He's only like a 2 ERA. It's great.
He's not walking guys either.
That, which is a shocker. He's always, his bugger has been walked his whole career. So maybe the shot in the arm going back to St. Louis, it probably is, but I just can't trust him. I think he's always one hair away from a blow-up inning. And that, how can you trust? You can't trust this St. Louis offense. They've been terrible. Just got swept by the Brew Crew. Goldschmidt, I love Goldie, but he's only hitting $179 with one homer. What is going on with Paul Goldie? I don't get it. I'm bullish on Arizona. I think they got all the pieces, man. You got Ketel Marte, Christian Walker, Corbin Carroll, Lourdes Gurriel. I really like the lineup, averaging 5.7 runs per game. St. Louis,
Yep.
guess what they're averaging? 3.5 runs per
Yep.
game.
I was going to say 3, so they're a little bit more than 3.
It's been terrible. So even though Fox ERA is scary, I'm going to take the D-backs at this. I think that's a pretty good price. I think D-backs should be my. So getting 104, I'll take that. What about you, my man? Live from Vietnam, what do you got to feed the people today? I know you got a prop out there just itching to give out. I can't wait to freaking hear
Yeah.
this.
No, I mean, to be honest with you, man, my buddy and I were chatting all morning. We were trying to dissect this FOT play.
Was it? Yep.
Because we're looking at his outs because he's my worry is he's already faced St. Louis like a week ago.
Mm-hmm. They lit him up.
Man, they lit him up. They got 6 hits on him, maybe 7 hits on him. He still went deep on him though, and we were discussing whether we should take his outs. We haven't touched it yet, but
close on that one myself.
That's a look I might still take. I'm not sure yet. It's almost like a fade on the Cardinals. My only worry, and I think why the Diamondbacks line is that low, is because the Cardinals are coming off a 4-game losing streak, and eventually they're due for a win. Obviously, it's the whole positive regression, negative regression kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know, man. You're right. It's so hard with Lynn. That's a fantastic price for going against Lynn, and I think Fott's moving up towards possibly being I don't know about an all-star pitcher, but man, he's getting pretty close. They leaned on him in the postseason last year. Towards the end of last year, he was a big piece.
Yeah,
I still think he's their number 3 arm ahead of Montgomery right now. So
yeah, I do too. I totally agree.
I'm pretty high on him, man. I really like him. You can't look at his ERA because I think he's had maybe 1 or 2 innings where he just kind of let loose there.
Blow up innings, yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, we've given out, I believe, 5 picks so far to our members, a couple straights, a couple 2 legs.
Nice.
But no, we're heading down to Tampa Bay. I'm really high on Tariq Skubal today.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, come on.
Last year, I believe it was last year, he faced the Rays at Detroit. He went 16 outs, gave up 6 hits. And we believe that he should be able to at least go a full 6 and be a little bit better than he was. He's not going to give up 6 or 7 hits. Maybe he'll give up 3 or 4 hits. I think he'll limit the damage. And I do believe that he'll be able to bonus. I'm also on his under walks prop. So if he's not walking a lot of guys,
he's not
giving up a lot of hits.
Good stuff.
He might give up 3 runs, but if he even gives up 3 runs, there's no reason why he still shouldn't strike out 5 to 6 guys. I don't know if he'll get to 7 on Tampa Bay. He might, but either way, I still think he's going to go. They're going to let him go 95-100 pitches unless he's just getting absolutely rocked, and I just don't see that happening today.
Dude, I love it. I'm a big.
It was minus 120 DK.
Yeah, I love the price. I was surprised it wasn't $140. Honestly, $140.
It opened it. I don't know what it opened at, but when I saw it earlier this morning, hours ago, it was like minus 130. Checked back on it about an hour later after I had a couple discussions with some people, and it dropped down to minus 120. Wow. I had to jump on that.
Who would fade Skubal? I don't get it. I mean, I'm a big StatCast nerd. That's why I like your play here. Skubal's expected batting average against 188. He is tough to hit, man.
I think he was like 190 something last week, so that's dropped.
It's insane what he's doing. I mean, K rate,
he's good, man.
28.3%. His walk rate 5.4%. So just for some context, if people don't know a lot about K rate and walk rate and stuff, he's rated in the 78th percentile in MLB in K rate. He's rated in the 81st percentile on walk rate, so it makes me love your walk look even more. Here's the one I like, though. His chase percentage, 88%. So, Chase, obviously, he's nibbling off the plate with a breaking ball and getting guys to chase and wave at it. So that just shows how good his stuff is, man. So, yeah, I like both those plays. Really kind of you to give out a bonus one there, too. So
he's got the control. He can just put it on. He can put it where he wants. I mean, he has walked more this year than he has in the past. He's gone over maybe 2 games, but it's early in the season. He's still working on his stuff too. I think right now he's about to hit his stride, and we're going to see a rip off of games where he might just run off 6 straight innings, seven innings, and he'll
I can
he'll
see.
go for 4 or 5 games in a row and just
Yeah,
light some people up. He's so good. He
he
should be
is,
an all
man.
star this year.
It's
I don't know
like
if he'll be. I don't know if he'll ever get up to an all star like the starter of the all star game one year down the road, but he has that potential to be
he
that guy.
really does, dude. Yeah, I was checking his numbers even last year. He only went 7-3, but that's pretty good. One, pitched for the Tigers, which doesn't have the lead offense,
He
but
only
two,
played 15
yeah,
games last
exactly,
year.
exactly. In 15 games, his WHIP .90. Any kind of WHIP under 1.2 is considered really good. A WHIP of .9. I mean, that's like Greg Maddux level elite right there, man. So I mean, love this guy, and I like both those plays for
Yeah,
you.
compare him to Hunter Brown, who's got a WHIP of 2.5.
What is Brown's WHIP?
2.5.
What is
2.5. It's 2.49.
wow.
Yeah,
Two
that's how
and a
bad he
half
is.
walks or hits per inning pitched.
And that's how good Skubal is. He doesn't give up hits and he doesn't give up walks usually. And Tampa
Love
Bay, I believe, is walking Tampa Bay has the lowest walk rate versus left-handed
AL.
pitchers.
Oh, against lefties.
And
Okay.
I think they're also like second or third lowest in the entire league as far as just walk rate overall. Um,
Wow.
I his walk his obviously his under 1.5 walks was juiced, so we had to pair that with something.
Sure. Yeah.
Um, but it's worth it. There's a lot of guys out there that you could pair that with today.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I like
so
those. I like cool, man.
yeah, and talking about your, I tried to find a no-win today because I do like to find those looks. I
Yeah,
just
those
couldn't
are
really
fun.
get. I couldn't find one today, a no-win. I thought about Fott. I'm just almost like a fade on Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just so hard to take a guy against a team who he just saw.
I know. Yeah, well,
You
you
just
and I
don't know what you're
talked
gonna
about that.
get.
Yeah, you and I talked about that. I think a couple weeks ago. It's like you almost feel like you should pass on any props as far as a pitcher's concerned. Maybe not necessarily passing on that side if you like that team, but like
Yeah,
as far as maybe strikeouts or outs or walks or anything, because it's hard to tell. There's going to probably be some regression, right? So I'm hoping with Fott, since Cardinals hit him pretty well, maybe today Fott
he'll go
figures.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it always
hoping.
kind of goes. It almost goes the other way
Goes in
most of the
opposites,
time.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Rarely
it's
do
just
you
it's one of
see
those
it.
things. If he does good against them the first game and then they play them again a week
You may
later, it's
want to
almost
fade
as
it.
if like it's their like fourth or fifth time in a row they just saw this pitcher. So
Yeah.
now they really have a read on him. Where
Yeah.
if they did really good against him the first game, him and his coaches are working on, all right, what can we do differently against these guys this time? And now the pitcher's got the edge on what to find against him. So I almost bet you he'll have a better game this time than he did last time. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on. That's why I made the D-backs the best bet. I think there's going to be some what we call it positive regression for Fott today. At least that's fingers
No,
crossed.
he's
That's what I'm
no,
hoping.
I think it's a fantastic look.
I
So
appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it.
well, what do you got? How many you got any article? You got an article up today?
Yeah, man, we've got that's one of the picks we wrote up this morning on Bettor's Insider. Like I said, got 3 more over there. If y'all want to check it out, please
Nice.
do head over to bettorsinsider.com. It's one of the first ones listed. Got some NBA props from Jaden, one of our writers, that'll be up over there as
Nice.
well this morning. Or actually, it's already up right now. So yeah, check those out, man. I appreciate y'all listening and reading our articles daily. That keeps us in business. We're able to do a lot of free content just because we're a sportsbook affiliate. So if you're thinking about a sportsbook in your state, sign up through Bettor's Insider or eatwatchbet.com. Helps us out a lot. Helps us keep the content free. So appreciate the shameless
What
plug.
do
What
they
about
get?
you, man?
Well, what do they get when they sign up through you guys? They get like a put like $50 down. They get like 100% match, or how's that work?
Yeah, well, it's different for each sports book. Like right now, the best one out there is DraftKings. They're doing a bet 5 get 200 deal. So if you sign up for a new account, you literally deposit $5. You make a $5 bet. DraftKings is going to give you $200 in bonus bets. You can't beat that.
Wow.
That's a steal.
No.
So you get an automatic bankroll right off the bat. And if you just do it, through our
Nice.
site, we get a little bit of help. That's how we're able to pay our people and keep the picks free. That's just kind of how we roll.
Well, I meant to ask you too. How was the rollout for North Carolina? Because that was the last state to
Yeah.
go
Yeah, went really well, man. We did really well with FanDuel, did well with DraftKings. Didn't do as well as we'd hope with a few others, but yeah, our partners have been good to us. Now, North Carolina, it was perfect timing by North Carolina and all the operators because they did it right in the teeth of March Madness. I think it was the day before the ACC tournament they rolled out live
Wow, I
legal
didn't know
betting.
that.
So, yeah, it was perfect
That's
timing on
smart.
their part. Yeah, and so we got
Interesting.
North Carolina's a basketball crazy state with, Duke, UNC, NC State, Wake Forest, all those. So it was perfect timing on their part. So yeah, that was a
Nice.
good hit for us.
Very
Definitely
nice.
need it during the non-football season months. It's definitely a little slower when it's not football season. We're rolling right along though, man. What about you? Tell the people
Good.
what you're doing. The promo you're running, I thought it was really cool. I'd never seen this before from anybody in the pick selling industry. Tell them about the promo you're running while you're out there in Vietnam. Like you're on vacation, you're
Yeah,
still working your butt off as far as picks are concerned. So tell them what you're.
I am. I've already been bitched at one time. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, man, it's
Hey, the wife has
what
the
else am
last
I?
word, man.
What else am I gonna do, man? I mean, shoot, I can't even. I can't pull up my YouTube TV and watch what I want to watch. I might as
Yeah,
well do some research. But no, I
there
mean,
you go.
we're still giving out winners. I mean, we've been winning the last few days since I've been on vacation, and right now I figured why not let people try us out for an extended time. We're offering 3 free weeks of VIP services. If anybody
Holy
wants to
smoke!
join, all you gotta do is send me a DM on Twitter, X, I guess now they call it. I keep saying Twitter. I need to get used to
Same
saying
here, man.
X.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
same here.
it's either that or there's a link in my bio that you can go click on it. And if you click on that, it'll take you right to the WAP website where you can see the 21 free days. You do have to sign up for a month membership, but you can you can sign up for the 21 free days and go right in there and stop it from re-signing up once the 21 free days is up and you have 21 days to kind of decide if you like
Man,
it or not.
dude.
Yeah, I don't know who else will give you guys
No,
3 free weeks. We usually give one
nobody.
free week is what our normal is, but I mean, why not? We're still giving out winners. I mean, it's not going to be 24/7 where I'm attentive and in the
Right.
Discord chatting with everybody all the time, but I'm
Yeah,
popping in and out there. I've got people helping me, and
good deal.
I mean, it gets you in the community. It gets you kind of to see what our picks look like, how the chat room's working.
Love it.
Why not? I mean, it's not doesn't
Yeah.
cost you anything.
Yeah, it's and
You
I'm not saying this just because we're partners, buddies here on this. It's the truth. The data doesn't lie. Wade's got a winning streak that's just insane. I mean, he profited over 200 units last year. If you don't know how hard that is to do, he hadn't been doing this very long. See, he's profiting around. I think I did the math one day last week. He's profiting around like 18 units a month, guys, a month. So your expected value here, if we do some quick and dirty Alabama math, if I'd like to call it, he's profiting about anywhere from 4 to 5 units per freaking week. So he's throwing out 3 weeks free to you. You're probably, if we go by law of averages, you're probably going to profit around 12 to even 15 units. That's just what the math tells us, and that's a long sample size. We're not basing this just off a few weeks of data. This is several months of data. So there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
my
yeah.
plug for my buddy.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
No, I
no
appreciate
problem.
that. No, you're definitely right. It's not easy. So,
No,
and
it's
that
not.
I will agree. I will admit most of that came from baseball last year.
There you
We
go.
absolutely
There you go.
crushed MLB last year.
Good.
I know NFL this year we profited a little over 30 units.
That's good.
NBA right now we're sitting right around like 35 or 40 units. But I stopped giving out NBA picks maybe a month and a half ago. Just gave out my first NBA pick today to VIP members.
Nice.
I was actually just not even going to play the NBA playoffs just because I've been so focused on
Hmm.
really MLB, UFC for Betters Insider,
Yeah.
and then it's just so tough to give up on NBA. I don't like to start a season and just stop, but they're at the last month when they're just resting guys, getting guys ready. It just turns into a real crapshoot, and I
It
just didn't
is,
think it
man.
was fair to our members to keep trying to
No.
push it and push it and push it.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not a big NBA guy. I think it's dirty. I mean, they'll a lot of times they want to announce till 5 minutes before the game that one of the stars is out. It's like how am I supposed to give people good info when they don't even know
That's
who
about right where we stopped was when the injury news really started pushing to that like 5 minutes before the game, and then all of
Yeah,
a
it's
sudden two
too
guys aren't
much.
starting, and it
Too
blows up
much,
your
man.
whole day.
Yeah.
Um,
In the playoffs,
I
you don't
only
have
gave out one. I only gave out one play so far today, one player. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more. I might just get my feet wet here for the playoffs and just do a play or two a day just to kind of stay in it and stay involved. So, I'd
okay.
like to get – my goal was to get NBA to 60 plus 60 units this year. I'm just not going to get there with the stopping a month short. But I think we can still get it up to 50 if the NBA playoffs goes well. So that's my goal.
Yeah. Boy, I love it, dude.
So,
Man,
yeah.
appreciate the time, dude. That's the ultimate form of
Yep.
dedication, tuning, making time for us on the video here from vacation. Don't get in too much trouble with the wife. Tell her Mikey Knobs Eat Watch Bet and Betters Insiders followers really appreciate it. And but yeah, man, enjoy the evening.
No, I appreciate it. Now we'll have a UFC article out for everybody here this week. So
Love it.
I just hope everybody has a what is it, a blessed Monday? Is it Monday
Yeah,
there
it
for you
is still
guys?
Monday here. Yeah, it's probably
It's
close to
Tuesday
Tuesday
here,
there.
so
Yeah, it's Tuesday
it's
already there. That's
throwing
awesome.
throwing me
Nice.
off here. But no,
Nice.
it's yeah, I hope everybody has a great day today. Thanks for joining us. I know you guys are always loving the videos. Please go to Eat Watch Bet and go check out Better's Insider. Get the free articles, get the free bets. Why wouldn't you? You don't have to go pay some capper to get bets when you can go there and get free bets with full write-ups. Can't beat it.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yep. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Signing
Be
off
good,
from
y'all.
Vietnam. See ya.
Later.